Hi guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to code a trigger bot, an external trigger bot. Basically external is literally, it's like really undetected, and this makes it so you can toggle it off and on. Thanks to Kaz, he made the menu base in his YouTube. You should go sub if you're seeing this. But he didn't do a menu on how to make it toggleable. He just kind of made it turn on, like you can turn it off. So this is what our menu is going to look like. You can add tabs if you want to add more, and if you want to add more, yeah. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is download it in the description, and then extract it, and then open the project. And then you're gonna go to GUI.cpp. Scroll all the way down till you see sub to Kazi or something, and just rename it to what you want the menu to be called. And then delete the button. And then go to Chi and then add a new item. A header file called memory.h, and then go into it and then copy and paste the memory file we have in the description. Alright guys, so what we're also going to do, we're going to make a new namespace. We'll call it offsets for the Csgo offsets. If you don't know how to dump Csgo offsets or get them, you can just search up. Just make a namespace for them. And then once you do it, you're going to get errors. Just press quick and then include the CSTDDEF, and then scroll all the way down until you get to the GUI, because that's what we're going to be making now. So you're going to do if brackets ImGui, capital I, not capital M, and then capital G, and then UI. And then we're going to do checkbox, and do brackets, and then do quotations, and call it trigger. We can do trigger bot. So as you can see here, it asks for another thing here. So above the ImGui checkbox, what we're going to do is static ball, call it whatever you want, trigger bot, and then equals to false or true. So basically this just turns off, just make sure the trigger bot is off before you open it, and if you want it to be on when you open it, just do true. And then do it down in the next to the name, do comma, shift 7, and it should come up with the and symbol, and then whatever you did the static ball name as. Now when you open it, it should come up with a toggle, a checkbox, what can toggle. So now we want to actually run the code in. So we're going to make curly brackets. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get the memory and the module address of CSGO. So how we do that is we do, alright, so to get the memory, we're going to do const auto memory equals memory, and then the Csgo.exe. I'm going to get an error with memory, so just right click and then make sure you are including memory.h. And now we're going to get the module address. Okay, so and then we're going to do const auto client equals memory.get module address, and then in brackets, and then we do quotations client.dol, and we end off our line. So next we're going to be making our hack loop. So to do that, we're going to do while space true. So this is going to run like a billion times a second, but we don't really need that, so we're going to go all the way up and make sure we're including thread. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do standard this underscore thread sleep for brackets standard chrono milliseconds 1. And now this should only run every millisecond instead of running a billion times like a second. So now what we can do is if brackets exclamation mark get async key state, and then start brackets again, and then we're going to do our virtual key. To get the virtual keys, you're going to go to the link in the description, or you can just search up virtual key codes. These are the virtual keys we need. So say if you wanted shift as your key to push down when they want it to work, then you'll do vk underscore shift, and then you could do continue, because what this exclamation mark is doing is saying if we get the opposite of the async key state of vk shift, so if they're not holding down shift, it's gonna skip and it's not gonna shoot. So then we're gonna get our local player and our local health, and to do that, this is what we do. So to do that, we're gonna do const auto and symbol local player. So local player equals memory.read. So we're getting the Csgo.exe, and then we're gonna read a standard, and then unit pointer underscore t, and then I'm gonna end it, and then in brackets client plus offsets, and then dw local player, and I'm gonna do the same but with local health, and we're gonna make it so it reads a standard int32 underscore t, and instead of client we do local player, and instead of the dw local player offset we do m underscore I health offset. So then we're gonna get we're gonna check if the player is dead. So to check if the player is dead, we're gonna do if exclamation mark local health, like we did here. So if it's equal to 0, pretty much, it's gonna skip. That's what continue does, it just skips it and all that. So now we're gonna get the player's crosshair ID. So to do that, we're gonna do const auto crosshair ID equals memory. So just copy this line here and change local health to crosshair ID, and local player, and keep local player, and change the offset to m underscore I crosshair ID. Yeah, so it's pretty much the same, just that. So now we're gonna make it so if the crosshair ID isn't, we're gonna check if it's over a player, and if it is over a player we're gonna shoot, and if it isn't, then we're not gonna shoot. Okay, so we're gonna check, so we're gonna write this, so if exclamation mark crosshair ID, and these little 2 line things, and then crosshair ID is larger than 64, we're gonna skip it. And then we're gonna get we're gonna get our player. So to do that, we're gonna do the same line as this. We're gonna add it, and then we're gonna do, instead of local player, we do player, and then the offset should be dw entity list, and then after that we're gonna do plus brackets crosshair ID and then -1, and then times by 0x10. And then we're gonna make it skip if the player is dead. So to do that, we're gonna do if exclamation mark memory read, and then an int32. We're gonna get the player plus the offsets m underscore I health, and we're gonna skip it. Okay, and now we're gonna skip if the player is on our team. And to do that, we're gonna do if memory.read, and then we're getting in32 underscore t, and then read a player is on our team. We're gonna make it equal, so we're gonna check if it's equal to memory.read in32 local player offsets m underscore I team num, and if it is is on our team, we're gonna continue so we don't shoot our teammates. So make it so we're actually attacked. So I'm gonna do memory.write standard unit pointer underscore t client plus offsets dw force attack 6. And we could do std this thread sleep 4, and then 20 milliseconds, or how many milliseconds you want it to be delayed by. You could do it like 10, maybe 0 if you want. If you're gonna do 0, you just don't need to put this, but it's gonna be very obvious. And then do memory.write std unit pointer client plus offsets dw force attack 4, and then we're gonna run this. And then so once it's enabled, because we're making sure, look, so what we're doing is if ImGui checkbox. So if we just did ImGui checkbox, then it's not going to make sure this is all happening. It's not going to run this code. So we have to do if ImGui checkbox is like true, it's going to run this code. So that's how it works. So I hope you like this tutorial. Make sure to go sub to Kaz for the menu base. And yeah, so I hope you like this tutorial, and bye.